This video is all about the bunker in GTA Online and what's the best location, how do you supply the bunker, what upgrades are recommended, and much more. With that, let's jump into it. So the first step to buy a bunker is to open your phone, go down to Maze Bank foreclosures. Now you're going to want to sort this by bunkers. Now I did zoom out just to make this easier to see. So as you can tell, they're all top map. The Paleto Bay one, do not recommend it, ever. Even though it's free because I have the Criminal Enterprise package and it's the cheapest, it's never recommended. The one I recommend is the Farmhouse Bunker, or if we move over here, you can also get the Chumash Bunker. These two are closer to the city and a lot easier. Now, I have the Route 68 one, which is right here. Now, I just have this one. I would like to upgrade to Chumash or Farmhouse, but buy all my upgrades again. Now, bunker style doesn't matter. Personal quarters is pretty much a must. Shooting range, don't need it. You don't need a gun locker, and you don't need the transportation. So with that, let's jump into the rest of this. Moving over to the MOC and anti-aircraft storage area. Here you can upgrade your MOC and your anti-aircraft trailer. Or highly recommend if you have an MOC to upgrade the engine transmission, turbo, stuff like that. Like you can upgrade your plate as well if you want. You can add a livery to your trailer, or you can add weapons to your trailer. Pretty much anything you want. Like I said, my anti-aircraft trailer usually would be in here. It's not in here in this video. Oh, but yeah, it comes in handy. Hey, so let's head over to the shooting range. I'll see you over there. So like I said earlier in the video, here's the shooting range. It's not worth it. If you're trying to complete the career progress, it might be for you, but nobody I know ever uses it. So, but let's head down here. We'll head over to the living quarters. Here's which I do highly recommend getting, since then you can spawn into the bunker. If you can't afford it right now, that's all right. Hey, but as you can tell, it's just pretty simple. Just got a bed in here and that's it. It's pretty much basic setup. So let's head over to the computer. Let's go over everything over there. Okay, so once you log in, we'll head over to resupply per. So always buy supplies. Don't steal them. It's not worth it. So let's head over to research. So for research, if you don't have everything unlocked, it will have the next one up there. And it will then have an option to fast track research. Now, that is expensive, but if you really want something, it is an option to do it. It's especially good if you're trying to get the missiles for the oppressor, but all your options will be random. So let's take a look at what those options are. So if we click view unlocks here, so these are all the options that are available. Well, like I said, it's going to be random. So if you really want something, you're going to have to hope you get it on that try, or you fast track some of them till you get what you want, which, like I said, that does get expensive very quickly. Hey, some of these are liveries, some of these are weapon, and some of them are for vehicles. Those, like for the anti-aircraft trailer and stuff. The Mach 2 rounds right here. The explosive rounds and the armor piercing rounds are the two I use, and the hollow point rounds are the ones I mostly use. I do have my Mach 2 holographic sight, my heavy barrels, my thermal scope, highly recommended, and a night vision scope. Also comes in handy, but I just don't use it often. And like I said, all this comes in handy. So another way to do research is by calling Agent 14. And as you can see I'm doing here, just give them a call. You can then click up here, request bunker research, or you can request transportation as well as an option if that's something you're looking for. Moving on to managing staff. So you have assigned staff to manufacturing, to research, or assigned to both. I always recommend manufacturing or just research. Moving over here to the upgrades. Up first, we have the equipment upgrade. Highly recommended at $1,155,000. This will increase the value of your product, which you will see in a moment why that's important. So up next, we have the staff upgrade. This comes in at $598,000, but is highly recommended to increase production speed. It also helps increase the value of your bunker. Up next is the security upgrade. This comes in at $351,000. Now, this does help lower the chance of your bunker being raided, but it will still happen where you'll have to go play out some enemies and then bring your supplies back to the bunker. It's not fun to do, but unfortunately, even with security upgrade, it is going to happen. But let's move on. So when it comes to selling stock, you always want to sell Los Santos, never the Blaine County, since you'll always get higher in Los Santos. But let's go sell the other truck first. Now this is just your contract with ammunition. So let's go get that truck real quick. So just coming over this truck, we're just gonna hit right on the D-pad, deliver these over the ammunition. So as you can tell, as soon as we hang this up, so it's 2.64 miles. Now say you don't want to do that. So let's pull out, yeah, we'll just pull that out. So you can use a homing missile or anything you want. So this is going to destroy the truck, but you're probably thinking, well, isn't that going to destroy the product? No, it won't actually. So let's head back over here real quick. Can head back inside and you'll see what I mean. Okay, and we're back inside the bunker. As you can tell, the truck respawned right in here. It's fully loaded. Just gonna do the exact same thing. Now, I just did that as a demonstration. So again, 2.73 miles. So I already know right where this is heading over on the highway. Hey, so when using this truck, look, it is slow. You could get lucky and you might not be chased, but most of the time you will get chased. I'm just gonna see if they do chase in this case. Let's see if I'm going to get lucky. I doubt it. And they should be spawning any second. Yeah, right there. So these two, they could be the ones that stay back further. Or you could get the real aggressive ones. Now, if you get the real aggressive ones, yeah, sometimes it's better just to find a new lobby and try again. Because in those cases, what they do is they'll hit your truck and they will try to push you off the road. This is another reason I don't recommend Puleo Bay. The bunker in Puyo Forest, is they can push you off the bridge, and yeah, that's a nightmare. Yeah, and these guys will keep spawning in. I think it's like 4 or 5 rounds of them. If you try to take them out, I could be wrong on that. It could change. It's been a long time since I've tried it, so. But like I said, we're just gonna deliver this down here. They're staying way back, so I will see you over at ammunition. Okay, so those guys stayed back pretty far in this case. They pull you to about half mile out. I do not know what that is in kilometers, so. But let's just pull in here. We'll get this delivered real quick, and this will pay $50,000 to the bank account, which is always nice for a few minutes worth of work. And that's it. Okay, back here at the bunker. The first cell mission I tried, I couldn't do, and as you can already tell, it's down to 1,018,000. So let's see if this one's any better. First footage actually got corrupted when it was downloaded, so. But the 3 monster trucks, you'll never get done as a solo player, especially in 22 minutes, so just play a new lobby, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so let's try this for the 3rd time. Now, the first file, like I said, that was a corrupt file, unfortunately. Hey, maybe we'll get that missing again so I can showcase it, but if not, that's alright. So, this is another one of the missings right here. So this is the 3 insurgent pickup trucks. Now this one I will do. No, because it's 3 stops, 3 trucks only. I do recommend having a presser or a sparrow or a buzzard to get back a lot faster. You can still make it while driving, but it's a lot more difficult. But you're not going to get chased here. Yeah, we're going to ignore my lovely driving skills here. Eventually I'm going to learn how to drive in this game. I swear, I can drive most days. But you got to remember, I recorded this at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so. And yes, I'm on Eastern time for anybody that's wondering about that. So this truck, look, you're not going to get chased with it. Now, there is another insurgent pickup truck one you can get. And that one you're going to be chased by Merryweather. Not worth it doing it. Because you're going to have to take them out at all 5 stops per truck. And you'll never get it done in 22 minutes. There's no way. Hey, the other one's the Doom Buggy. Not worth it. Now, the one I do recommend whenever you get it is to always do the Phantom Wedge. Now, I always recommend if you're a solo player, don't go over a quarter of the bar full, because that means you'll only get 1 vehicle to use for the deliveries. If you go halfway, you're going to get at least 2 vehicles. I believe that still applies even for the Phantom Wedge, but don't hold me on that. You might only get 1 on that. And then if you do the full bunker, like I am here, you're going to get at least 3 to 4 vehicles. That's the max you can get. I think is 4, and average is 3. So, like I said, with this truck, you're not going to get chased with this one. That's why I do it. Takes a little bit longer, but I will see you when I get down there. Okay, well, that was a nice little drive. Took me just about 3 minutes to get down here. Drop this truck off real quick, go through a quick cutscene, which I wish you could skip, but as you can tell, the sun's coming back up in the game, so it really shows how long I've been actually recording this. So I'm going to call it my oppressor. Like I said, an oppressor, sparrow, or buzzard. It's highly recommended to save time. Just to get back there a lot faster. You can drive. It's just going to take you a little bit longer. But I'll see you back at the bunker real quick. Okay, so I am approaching the bunker. Now keep in mind that if you do this in a public lobby, you will get more money. I'm just doing this in an invite-only session because it's easier. And I really don't want to deal with other players during this, so. But I will see you when I deliver this truck. Okay, and now we're down here in Los Santos, approaching the drop-off. Again, nice, calm drive. We're just going to push these cars out of my way, because why not? And let's drop this truck off real quick. I'll see you back at the bunker for the last truck. Okay, and I'm approaching the bunker. So, like I said before, pretty easy mission. Making good time. We still got 14 minutes remaining. Like I said, if you drive, it's going to take you a little bit longer, but close enough. This takes you about 15 minutes to do these 3. I'm in an invite-only session, so if I was in a public lobby, yes, I'd make more, but it's really not worth the hassle for a couple hundred extra, honestly. Now, if it was double money, then yes, it would be. But I will see you when I get closer to the city. Okay, so since I still have over a mile and, 1.2 miles pretty much left. So if you get the Dune or the monster truck, those 2 are going to take you out into the mountains. 5 stops each, not worth it. You'll never get it done, solo player. If you get the Merryweather one, which is 5 stops per truck, you'll have 3 of these trucks. Like every stop you gotta fight off Merryweather. You'll never get it done as a solo player. You will literally need help. This one you can do about 12 to 15 minutes. As you can tell, I'm down to 12 minutes. I'm only at 10 minutes doing this. And Phantom Wedge, well, I like that one because I can just push all these cars right out of my way, and these NPCs can't drive, and we all know that. And they do turn out in front of you, so that does slow you down at times, but we're almost to the destination at this point. Just make this turn. Yes, I'm taking the long way just because I feel like it. And just pull in here. Yeah, push him out of my way. And 11 minutes, 37 seconds remaining, so that's really good timing considering. And how far I had traveled from Route 68 down to Los Santos. It was $1,008,000 in the bank. So, yeah. So that's it for the bunker. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.